Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm going to be doing a DIY project today on this extra large DIY topiaries for your front porch for Easter and spring decor. If you like this kind of content, I do DIY videos, organizing videos with feng shui tips and other ideas, so please stick around and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. So first you need to get yourself 2 planters and use some cement in the bottom of them with 2 large dowel rods. Now the cement you want to use, I'm going to recommend that you use something called Quikrete or something similar. Just make sure that the cement you use is going to be add water only and not the variety that you have to add stones and sand and such to as well. Now once you have that mixed up in the bottom of your pot, use some painter's tape to get that centered and align those rods. Now once these were dry, I brought them inside and I got this foam piece that I got from a piece of packaging, broke it in half and put a hole in the center of each piece. When I get this kind of packaging, I recommend that you save these. You can use these for a ton of crafting projects, whether it be for your Christmas villages or even I have another video where I'll show you how that I used this to help me make a pretty awesome cake stand. So keep those types of things. The next thing that I got are these bowls from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put a hole into the center of these. I did this using a high heat glue gun. I have tried with a low or a medium heat glue gun. It does not work. You need a high heat and it takes a little bit of time. Now after I had worked on these for quite some time, I decided to try also drilling in the holes in these, and I do feel that works a little bit better for these plastic eggs that you see that I'm using here, but the thin plastic from the bowls does crack quite easily, so it's kind of a mix. It does take a little bit more time to do with hot glue gun than it does the drill, but otherwise the thin plastic does break on the bowls if you don't do it slow enough. Now for the eggs, however, that is a really fast way to do it, because it's if you go slow enough, you may get 1 or 2 cracks on the clear ones, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now the large eggs that you saw that I used there, I got them from Walmart, and I can go ahead and link in the description below the links for both the colored eggs as well as these clear eggs that I use on the top. The clear ones are a little bit smaller, and the price I believe on the clear ones were $5 and the larger ones were $10. Using a sharp kitchen knife, I just cut that foam out in a round circle so that it fits snugly down in the pot. Then I went ahead and I took a Christmas ornament from just an old collection that I had, and I used my hot glue gun to melt a hole in that as well. Due to the size, you don't want to use a drill on this. The hot glue gun works pretty quickly on this type of plastic. You'll see that one side is much larger than the other, and that's because on one side the hole needs to be large enough for the dowel rod, and on the other side it just needs to be large enough for the screw for the top of the finial. Now the screw finial that goes down through there, we're then going to go ahead and drill into a dowel rod, and then the finial will be screwed into that to secure the whole thing into place. Here's what those finished toppers look like, and I'll show you how to attach those in just a moment. Now take a piece of green grass here. I have this actually left over from a Christmas collection that I got from Michael's, and what it was for Christmas Village, so I'm sure you can find this as well in their crafting section. And I just folded it in 4 and made a cut in the middle to make a center point, and then I cut this out around that foam to cover that. I glued this into place with hot glue, and then I took a plastic trash bag and put that over the top in the center so that when I stacked my eggs up and I took this outside to spray paint it, the grass wouldn't get damaged. Now I told you before about attaching the finial to the top. You see I drilled a hole down the center of my dowel rod and then pushed that ornament through, and then that finial comes into contact with that dowel rod underneath, and I just twist that and tighten that into place, and now that's really secured. And this is what these look like after I have everything stacked up and everything tightened down. I'm going to go ahead and cover them with a coat of this satin white paint. Now you want to make sure, because it's the plastic, that you have something that has a primer in it. That's really important. Otherwise it's not going to attach correctly to the ornaments here. This is what the ornament towers look like with the one coat of paint on them. Actually kind of nice, so you can see the color still coming through and it gives it an opaque look overall. But I wanted them to really be white, and so I added another layer of paint to my egg topiary ornaments here. You can see this photo that I put up here. This is actually my inspiration photo. I saw these at Hobby Lobby and I fell in love with them. They're actually quite a bit shorter than the ones that I made, though. They're probably around 4 foot tall, but they were $300. So I would say, I thought, well, there has to be a way that I can make these myself. I mean, certainly in Hobby Lobby, these things do go on sale. You know, they can go down to 40% off, 50% off, but even if you get them at 50% off, you're still paying $150 a piece. And so total cost of supplies that I have is about $60 for each. So from $150 to $60, I felt pretty good about that. And not only that, this is quite a bit larger than those. So this is 7 foot tall. And since I have a large front entryway to my home, that size fit a little bit more to the scale of my home. And then, you know, of course, when you make something, it has a totally different feel energetically than when you purchase something. So it's something you enjoy, it's going to keep around for a lot longer, and hopefully enjoy for a long time. And of course, you can paint these however you want to, you know, any color combination that you enjoy. I had a lot of fun and just went ahead with all the colors: pink, blue, purple, green. Added these little chicks with these irregular polka dots that you can't see unless you're up close, but it's just such a cute little detail that makes the overall look really unique and unique to me. It certainly doesn't have to be perfect. No one is going to be able to see that from a distance, and it's all about having fun. So just enjoy yourself and don't worry about perfection, and you're going to come out with something beautiful. After I'm satisfied with the details that I've added, I went ahead and got a matte finish kind of clear coat to put over everything, just to protect it and prevent it from wear and tear from being outside. And this is the finished look, and doesn't that just look so sweet next to those tall white pillars? I really love the way these turned out. I think that it's a great deal. You know, essentially the ones I was gonna buy were $150 a piece, so I feel really good about the money I saved and also about the product that I created, and I feel really proud when I look at them. And next to my nice wreath that I also made on my door is just adding some garland and such that I got from Hobby Lobby, and some Easter eggs with a typical kind of Easter egg wreath that you'll see that people can make from the Dollar Tree. And everything coming together, I think, really complemented quite well for a beautiful Easter porch. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you try one out, I'd love to see your results. Please tag me in your pictures over on my Instagram account, rose.lamare. And I just would be really interested to see how yours turn out and give me any feedback. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a happy spring. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me. And also subscribe so that you can see what videos are coming out next week. I have a lot planned, a lot of new things coming up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.